All right. All right. Well, welcome everyone. This is Donna McDonald. I'm your National Executive Director, and Director Kim Manning and I are so excited to be here for March because we woke up Sunday morning just doing the happy dance. So it is, I have to be honest with you, I have a lot of people that said, Donna, do you think we're going to have a March promotion for signing? And I'm like, no, there's not going to be any March promotion. So as I told the director team, you see, nationals don't necessarily have all the inside scoop. So I was as pleased and as excited as all of you were about the promotion. So welcome, and we are here to get your March started strong with some great training, some ideas, some networking, and just to get excited, just to connect back to our new products and so much that's on the table for us right now. So first of all, we're going to go ahead and make sure, Kim, that you tell me if I'm advancing.
If what?
Yes. Okay, great. All right, so first of all, we want to welcome our February new team members. And you know what? I was like, wow, that's kind of a sad list. But you know what? We've already, in February, we recruited as a team 18 people, and we've already recruited 25 in March, and it is only March 2nd. So we want to welcome these new consultants, and I want to ask, are any of these new consultants here on the call? Go ahead and type in the chat box if you are on the call here. Your name is listed on that, on the graphic. I think we have someone.
Angela and Patty.
Okay, Angela, great. Angela, could you come off of mute and tell us why you decided to join Pampered Chef?
Well, I just got to be an exciting opportunity, and I'm in the middle of building a house, so I could definitely use any income. But I'm actually going to start working from home in the next 6 months, so I definitely thought my availability is there to try something new.
Okay, great. Well, welcome, Angela. We're so excited that you're here. Love that it's flexible, and love that you already have a reason. You already have a why. And I know I just finished building a new home, and decorating can be quite expensive. So it's going to be fun for you to have that money to build your dream home that, you know, that you and your family are going to enjoy. So congratulations. Welcome.
Great. Thank you.
All right, Patty. Patty, can you come off of mute and tell us a little bit about why you started Pampered Chef?
Yeah, I have, my husband and I are retired, and I have a hobby that requires money. I show dogs. I train dogs and show my golden retrievers, and it would just be nice to have the extra money for travel and entry fees, and really take it as far as I really want to. So I'm excited.
Okay, well, welcome. And let me guess, did you meet the Gibson team through the dog world? Laura?
Yes, I did. Yes, I've known Laura for 12 years. We both worked at AKC together, so
okay,
so it's a comfortable fit with us.
Okay, wonderful. So there's a little lesson learned, everyone. You know, even though it may be another, you know, chapter in your life, you know, you still want to share that, you know, your side gig or your full-time passion is Pampered Chef. So congratulations to Laura Bullock, who did just that this month. And I'm going to turn this next over to Amy Gibson to introduce our newest director.
Oh, I know. Well, congratulations to the time savers and the whisk takers, fast track director team. And you can see on the screen Laura Bullock, and of course the team never does it alone. Lori Hoo-Ha, Angela Comstock, Angela Rispecki, Patty McEwen, and Aaron McRobb. So just a couple things, and I'm going to ask some questions to Laura, but let me give you some background. So Laura Bullock is a fast track director, And she joined the Pampered Chef family in late November. And I believe she booked a party off of Patty McEwen. So you kind of see how this works. And she had been in a couple of virtual parties last year and had a virtual party of her own. And we had kind of lightly talked about the business, but she decided she'd go ahead and take the leap. She roared into December with over 2,000 in sales, and then came into January and had over 5,500 in sales. And at the end of the year, she welcomed her first new team member, Lori Hua. And Lori also signed Angela Comstock. So when Laura came out of January, she had 2 team members, and she joined us in Knoxville at the director retreat. And just real quick about Laura, she is not a person who sits around and twiddles her thumbs. She works a full-time corporate job that involves some travel. She owns a cat boarding facility, which is really cool, you guys. We got to take a glimpse at it. And she also is a breeder of Greater Swiss Mountain Dogs. So this lady knows how to get some things done, and so does her team. But she joined us at the director retreat in Knoxville. And you guys, when she left that director retreat, I don't think she had very much in her calendar, did you, Laura? I don't think you had anything booked.
I think I had 1 maybe. That was about it.
1 maybe. Okay. 1 maybe and 2 team members. We left that retreat on Sunday, the 9th of February, and by Saturday, the 29th of February, 20 days later, she welcomed 3 new team members, and the team posted over $10,000 in sales. And I think that's just a testament to Laura that she decided. So Laura, I got a couple of questions for you. I want to take you back to when you joined Pampered Chef just a couple of months ago, last year. Remind me why you decided to join Pampered Chef to start with.
I've been using the products for 15 years or so. Always loved the products, always my favorite products in my kitchen. And I am not, and you guys that met me in Knoxville,
I do.
You're not your social butterfly kind of person. I'm kind of a behind the scenes person, and the idea of doing an in-home cooking show was mortifying to me. But the idea of doing virtual parties, I was like, wow, I could totally do that. That might be fun. So I just decided to, go ahead and give it a try, just to have, I needed one more thing on my plate, I guess. And just decided to give it a go, and I'm hooked now.
So I'm just kind of curious, did you ever think about promoting at all when you got started?
No, I thought I would be, let's maybe do 2 parties a month, maybe 3 or 4 to humor Amy Gibson. But beyond that, I wasn't really interested, and it just kind of happened. I kept booking parties after parties, and then going to that director's retreat really inspired me. And the retreat itself was fantastic, but I must say, the time that I spent with Amy, Jamie, and Heather in the car, 4 hours there and 4 hours back, was really, very telling and very, all right, you guys really, be honest with me. Is this really too good to be true kind of thing? And it really, we started talking numbers on the way back. Amy and I started talking numbers, and it was like, you can totally do this. You just had $5,500 in personal sales. You just need the additional people. And it just, I just said, all right, let's do it. Let's just do this. I'm going to do it. And it just went from there.
And I think you said something that just is really hit the nail on the head, and that's the decision. I think when you decide to go for it, all the actions line up and you know which way you're supposed to move. But if we're just sitting on the fence and we never decide, we're never going to get anywhere. So I'm glad that I think you saw the vision, you caught it a little bit at the retreat. And we're going to start a drive-by program and pick up anybody who's directorship and put you in the car with us. All right, so we'll skip that schedule.
4-hour drive with Amy and Jamie and Heather, and you do directive.
Basically, we lock the doors and the windows. Okay, so that's exactly what happened. So I know that it was a very fast ride for you this past month. I think we told you to buckle in, and anytime that anybody decides to promote a director, we see it happen on our team in 30 days, and I think you can see why. But were there obstacles or challenges that you had to overcome or face? And if so, what were they?
Sure. Like I said, I'm naturally not, an extrovert. I'm not, I have no background in sales whatsoever. I'm a data person. I'm the numbers person behind everything. For me, this is a really big stretch personally and from a business side as well, because I'm not used to asking people questions that I don't know the answers to. So it was kind of don't get too big of an ego here, Amy Gibson, but, a lot of your help with what's the worst they're going to do? Say no? And I was like, yeah, I guess you're right. So it's kind of like, all right, let's just ask and see what happens. And I've gotten so used to hearing no, it's almost a personal challenge now. And it's just, I've had thousands of no's between booking parties and recruiting people. I've probably had close to 2,000 no's, but I've had enough yeses to get here.
That's right.
That keeps me going.
Awesome. So real quick, as we wrap up, I do want to say of the 25 new consultants that have been signed so far, her team has welcomed 2 of those. So I'm feeling a little bit behind here, so I need to catch up already. So Laura, finally, you're embarking upon this new journey. What are you most excited about with this promotion and this team?
I'm really excited about the possibility more than anything. Like I said before, when I first started, it was kind of like, yeah, I'll just do a couple of parties and get some extra cash and that'll be great. And then, maybe earn some products and that'll be great. But now it's really, how can I help other people get into this and get what they need out of it? Help people, find their why, or how can I help them grow professionally or personally with getting out of their comfort zone too? Because like I said, this is not my natural inclination. So I think it's been a really big personal growth. That's probably been the biggest thing for me.
Well, congratulations to you and Lori and Angie and Patty and Aaron, all of you pulled together. It was so beautiful to watch all of you work together and just communicate. So congratulations to each and every one of you. Can't wait to see where this team goes. So congratulations.
Thank you. And thank you so much for your and Jamie's support. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome to the director team, Laura. We're so excited to have you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks.
All right, thank you for sharing your story. And I don't know if you guys did the math, 21 days. She did this. She put her mind to it. In 21 days, she became a leader on our team. So congratulations. Okay, all right. So let's kind of talk about, this was our February team sales. We had 334,641 in team sales with 18 team recruits. So, but we've already exceeded that number for this month. So we have exciting things right around the corner. And it's all about the March story and kind of welcome to spring. Spring is the time of year that the flowers are blooming and Paper Jeff is blooming right next to it. This is a big year for us. This is our 40th anniversary. And we are welcoming spring with a powerhouse of new products. So one of them being, our air fryer. So we are excited that not only do we have a great set of products, but we also have the reasons to book, which are including, all of those new products. We have reasons to sell because we have the opportunity to earn the umbrella. And I've been challenged that if I'll open the umbrella for you, even being indoors. So take a look. You will be advertising your Pampered Chef business loud and proud with your new umbrella when you submit 750 in sales in the month of March. And then of course we have another reason to be successful in March, and that's all about our recruiting. So let's go ahead and start off with bookings. And bookings, you know what, they are the lifeline of the business. They're the starting point to build upon. Without bookings, we really can't, it's hard to recruit people and build a team, and then it's also hard to develop into leadership. So let's talk about bookings and what are the reasons to book. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to Kim Manning, and she's going to talk a little bit about her success and how you can march into March with more bookings.
That's right. All right. First of all, who is excited about the spring season? It is finally here. I'm so excited. The air fryer is my favorite. All right. So we've got so many exciting things happening right now. And like Donna said, we're going to focus on the one thing that's going to impact everything else, and that is bookings. So first of all, let me just ask, who here has all of the bookings that they need for the month? Yeah, I don't. I'm not raising my hand. Who still wants more bookings? I do. I want more bookings. So back in July last year at conference, Pampered Chef introduced the every 4 add 1 more business model. And I really love it because it just makes our business so simple. So we're going to focus on those 4. And the question is, how many cycles of 4 do you want to do each month? Okay, if you kind of think about it as cycles of 4, and in this business, first of all, let me just kind of, and I can't really see, but Donna maybe can. If you are a cooking consultant, maybe you can even type it in the chat. If you are 100% cooking show consultant, let us know, type in the chat, 100% cooking. If you're 100% virtual, put that in the chat. And then if you do a mixture of both, just put that in, because I'd like to know just kind of who we're working with here and what we're seeing. So I'm seeing a lot of virtual, some mixture, virtual, 50-50. Okay, good. I'm seeing a good mix. It looks like it's mostly virtual and a mixture of the two. If you are a 100% cooking show consultant, I would think that at least 4 parties a month is what you'd be looking for. If you're wanting to grow a business, then 8 parties a month or 2 parties a week is really what you want to be looking for to have that consistent schedule to be growing your business. As a virtual consultant, and I would say I consider myself pretty much 100% virtual. I might be 90-10. But as a virtual consultant, I want to be doing that 4 shows every single week. So I'm going to be trying to get 16 shows in a month. And that sounds a little bit scary. It sounds like a big number. But when we break it down, it really isn't that bad. And then if you do a mixture of both, I think it's a great plan to have 4 cooking shows in the month and then 8 virtual parties in the month. And that'll give you a really good, consistent schedule to keep you going. So the way you can kind of break this down and make it not so scary sounding is just look at 1 week at a time, and each week just fill that week. So if you're a cooking show consultant, all you need is 2 every week, and you'll be set to go. If you're a virtual consultant, 4 every week is what you're going to be wanting to go for. And when you're doing those virtual parties, if you haven't tried the block parties yet, that's really the way to go, because it really feels like you're only doing 1 party a week, even though you've got all 4 hosts in there at the same time. So that's the way I'm looking at it. The key is consistency. Fill each week to meet what your goals are. So if you haven't really talked about your goals, talk to your director, find out, get some ideas of what your goals should be. But now let's figure out how to fill those, what are we going to do? How are we going to talk to people about getting bookings? So there are so many reasons in March to book a party. And what we wanted to do is give you some time to brainstorm with each other. So we're going to break you up into some small groups. Donna's going to get these groups together for us. And feel free to grab a piece of paper, because you're probably going to want to take some notes. In fact, when you're in your group, we want everybody to kind of share when you come back some of your ideas. So let's just say the highest consultant number in your group, let's have that person share. So that way you're not having to decide, just find out who's the highest consultant number in your groups. And here are the things you're going to be talking about. So first of all, you're going to talk about why would people want to book this month? And then the second thing you're going to talk about is who are you going to ask? So I just want you to brainstorm. We'll give them, what do we say, Donna, 3 or 4 minutes probably? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you'll have 3 or 4 minutes in your small group. Brainstorm all the different reasons why people want to book a party in the month of March, and then just brainstorm some ideas of who are going to be some of those people you're going to start asking.
Okay, good. And Kim, just don't join the group, okay?
Okay.
Okay, remember, you do have to join the group. It's a little pop-up that'll say join the group. And if you are on a phone or an iPad, it will take you a little bit longer to come back. So don't worry, you're not in limbo there, okay? All right. There's okay, Erica, Jeannie, Christina, you're probably not going to join because you're in the middle of doing.
Yeah, she said she's monitoring the chicken.
Okay, she's monitoring the chicken.
Yeah.
Erica, are you having trouble joining the group?
Someone came up with doing 25 contacts, actual conversations a week, and she's already gotten 5 conversations so far, and she's booked, I think, a couple of parties. So I'm good.
All right, who's next? Who's got some more reasons to book in March?
One of the things.
Desiree? Oh,
We talked about depending on where you are in pampership as far as how long you've been in the business. Like for example, myself has been I make a year. So going back to your first host that you party, maybe start sharing, saying, hey, we got some new products. And I told the group that very first party I had, that lady's interested. She's ready to host another party, and here we are a year later. Or your spring sports are coming out, those moms who do baseball, swim, soccer, those are people you can go and just open it up to host parties for them.
yep. Great. Who else?
We mentioned people who are doing spring cleaning now, cleaning out their closets and cabinets and making room for some new Pampered Chef products, which are going to be the spring products.
Fantastic. Spring cleaning. I like it. Somebody else?
New recipes.
Definitely new recipes are always a great thing. Were there any other reasons to book for March?
We had one of the things that we listed was people are getting their tax money back, so people are more willing to host because they know that their friends have the money to purchase.
Absolutely. That is a great thing to market. Anybody else? I don't know how many groups we had, so I'm not sure if we got to everybody.
I think there was at least 9, Kim.
Yeah, there's I think we condensed one group.
Oh, okay.
All right. So then let me just ask then about a list. Did you guys start talking about who you would invite to host parties for you in March? And did anybody have any like interesting ideas or new things you hadn't thought of before?
We thought of new mothers, or
New
mothers
mothers?
with small children, mommy and me groups, and that could actually be a theme for a party.
Nice.
We thought of campers, but with the campers, you can also put in there, retired people who are RV living.
Right? Yep. Cast iron man. That's what you market at those camping shows for sure. Anybody else have some ideas of different people to reach out to?
I did try the gun club, the gun show, and it turned out pretty good.
Nice. Gun show. I love it. I love it. All right. So the whole thing we're talking about here are bookings, going to add bookings to the calendar. So we've got our reasons to book, and hopefully you started making a list of people that you're going to be inviting to book. Now, how are you going to actually get those bookings on your calendar? Okay. It's by making contacts. All right. And making contacts, how many contacts do you have to make? Well, you make as many as it takes. How are you going to know how many it takes? You got to track it. Okay. So I'm going to show you my tracking system. Super simple. It's just a spiral notebook. And I know you probably won't really be able to see this, but I've got some highlighting here and things. This is just the list of the names. As I contact them, I write their name down. I write how I contacted them. So if it was on Facebook, if it was texting, email, face-to-face, whatever it might be. And then I put the date and then any action I need to take. And so then I've got things highlighted on here. If I need to contact them back in the summer or just later on in the year, I highlighted yellow. I highlighted pink, anybody who wanted a catalog. And then I highlighted green, all of my bookings. And so I'm just going to share with you my numbers. Okay, I started doing this tracking, and y'all, I've been in business for 13 years. This is the first time I've consistently tracked my contacts. So I'm embarrassed to say that, but I'm just to say that to say, hey, even someone who's been in the business for 13 years and is a director, I wasn't doing it consistently. And now that I am, I'm kicking myself that I didn't do it before. So you all can get a faster start than me. So I've been tracking for 2 weeks now. I've reached out to 85 people. I've had 18 two-way conversations. So I sent out 85 messages. I've got back 18 responses. Okay. A few more since then, because this was a couple days ago. I've booked in that time, I booked a catalog or a cooking show and 3 virtual parties. I've had 7 people ask for catalogs. So I'll be sending those out this week. I've had 5 people ask me to contact them in the summer. And then I've only had 6 people to tell me no. So first of all, no is not a scary word. And out of those 18, only 6 people told me no. So Donna's got some words that I've been using for some messages that I'm sending. So here are those words. And I just sent this out to several people. Of course, just click through there. And what I did was I posted the video for the new products on my business page. I actually did it in my VIP group, which is a public group. So if your group is public, you can share it from there. If not, put it on your business page, and you can share it from your business page to a, just as a private message. So that's what I did. I shared my video as a private message with these words. Hey, Kimberly, can you believe it's March 2020 already? I hope you're doing well. I wanted to reach out to you since it's been a while since we had partied. These were some of my past hosts. And so I said, have you seen the new Pampered Chef products that just came out? How would you like to be one of the first to get yours for free? We've got a few slots available for virtual party the week of March 9th or March 23rd. What do you think? Okay, really simple, really short. Like I said, I attached the video with this so they could see the new products, and then always offer them the dates right then and there. Because if they respond back with, yeah, I want to do a party, we don't have to go back and forth. She's just gonna say, oh yeah, March 9th works for me, or March 23rd. So that's how I try to do my messages. I always add 2 dates, and it's always just my next 2 available dates. So that's what I put on there. And then, you know, what do you think? And then that's how I'm getting my responses back. If I don't hear back from them, I'll contact them again in a few days and say, hey, did you see the message I sent you earlier, you know, a few days ago? So that's what I'm doing to get bookings. I hope that helps you. And now we're going to move on to our new products. So this is really fun and exciting. Of course, we've got our guest special for the month. If our guests spend $80 or more, it is $80, right? Yeah, $80 or more, they get the paring knives for free. So that's always something you're going to want to point out. And then I wanted to just kind of share with you, because some of you may not know, especially if you're new, how to get the product samples. So Donna, if you'll let me screen share, I don't know if I can do it. Yeah, I'll have to wait till you, there we go. All right, so I'm just going to show real quick in case you've not done this. And of course, there we go. All right, so here's where we start, and you're going to go to add, nope, not in order, I'm sorry. Now I've already forgotten where to go. I'm covered up here. Here we go. Over here where your name is on the top right corner, you're going to do a drop down, and you're going to find shop for supplies. And this is where you're going to find, of course, I've already got something in my cart. There's usually a link that's going to take you to this page here. And so here are your samples. So this is where you're going to find all of the new products that we can purchase at 50% off. There they all are. All right, so you can pick and choose, or if you want to get the whole set, if for some reason you didn't earn them all, or even if you did earn some of them, you can get some doubles by just getting the whole set. Or if you just want to pick and choose which items that you want to get, if maybe you didn't earn all of them, you want to get the ones that you didn't earn, you can choose those. You get one sample of each item every season. So that's one thing. And also, then you can go to your supply order here, and the supplies, this is where you're going to get your new catalogs and any other things. You can get your samples of your kale and fiber to hand out and all that. So that's where those are. And then the other thing I wanted to show you, I can go back to Consultants Corner. This is really exciting. This is something that I haven't seen Pampered Chef do before, is giving our guests an opportunity to earn or to choose a sample of the new products. So in the marketing imagery, when you go to products, and I'm just going to do a search for sampler. I don't know if you've seen this yet, so I wanted to make sure I pointed this out. So Pampered Chef is offering our guests an opportunity to get a sample of the new products. And so you can see a couple of the images here. You've got, whoops, sorry. You've got two without the words, and then you've got two with the words. So you get to choose which one you want to do. The new sampler set has the Season's Best Cookbook. It's got those mini oven mitts, the salad claws, the brownie bite pan, and then they're also going to get a sample of the enrichables. And that's for $49. It's a savings of $5. And then the expanded set adds in that 10-inch cast iron skillet. So that's going to go for $94. They'll save $10 when they purchase that. And those are available for our hosts as well for their special. So they could get that at 60% off or at half price. So any questions on any of that? And if not, then now we're in for some really exciting time. I'm so excited. So y'all, Christina McIntosh is one of my favorite people. I love her, love her, love her. And I had it written down, or I had it available somewhere, and then I forgot to write it down. But Christina, if I remember, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm thinking career sales of 750,000?
I believe so. Focused on who found that picture right now, but
I love that picture. It's so cute. And so yeah, career sales of around $750,000, and she has recruited and qualified 170 new consultants, I think, in your career.
That would be, it would be 104.
104. Okay, 104.
I like your number better.
Well, hey, you know, I try to pump you up. But Christina's one of my favorite people, and I'm going to turn this over to her.
All right, so give me 1 second. Oh, there we are. Okay, thankfully I have a techie, almost not teenager with me to figure out how we turn this around. Can you do that? Yep. Got it? Yep. All right. So Donna and Kim asked me to talk to everybody about the air fryer. So we're going to talk about a couple of things, and then I'm going to show you a sneak peek inside the air fryer. We're going to go in the air fryer. So the air fryer, obviously, it's our cover photo. So this is going to be your big booking tool. This is going to be, obviously, this month, your recruiting tool. And this is going to just be an overall sales tool. I'm going to be honest that on March 1st, I already submitted an order for an air fryer because it's just that good, and it's not something we want to keep from anybody. But here's the thing, you don't have to own the air fryer to be able to share the air fryer either. Your catalog and the resources that you have available to you through marketing imagery, through the training in Dash, are going to give you the words and give you the resources to be able to share this in your parties. And we're going to start off with your virtual parties and what you're going to do in your virtual parties to be able to share this. So first off, everyone should be familiar, unless it's a couple of the people that have been with us for less than 24 hours, that you have marketing imagery at your fingertips. And you have amazing videos and you have amazing photos already put together for you to share about the air fryer in your parties. I'm probably going to be dedicating a whole day to the air fryer in every party that I do virtually, because that is going to be a major focus. I really want people to see the difference between our air fryer and other air fryers on the market. And one of the things Donna asked me to share when she asked me if I would do this segment was to talk about how would I present it. I'm going to be very honest with people when I'm sharing about the air fryer, either at a live party or virtually. I'm going to be honest, when I heard talk of everybody saying, oh, I hope we get an air fryer, I hope we get an air fryer, I was over here like, I hope we don't get an air fryer, I hope we don't get an air fryer. We've had one sitting on our kitchen counter for 3 or 4 years now. Our son asked for one for Christmas a few years back. We used it for about 6 months, and now it collects dust, and it will be going out the door eventually. I didn't like it. It was small. The little basket, trying to get it in and out of the air fryer, it was just cumbersome. It didn't have very many settings, so we didn't have a lot of options. So it just, to me, it was just as easy to use my oven. So when Pampered Chefs came out, I opened my listening ears and I sat there and I listened to Jesse and to the others and Tim, everybody talk about the air fryer. And I was astounded by the number of options we have on the air fryer. So this is really going to be part of my beginning introduction to people. For me, because I have experience with an air fryer before, I'm totally turned around to air fryers now. And I'm thrilled that we have one. And ours gets used all the time. And let's talk about our air fryer. So I'm bringing the phone a little bit closer. So here's our amazing air fryer. So we've got so many options, and size is one of the options we have to offer people. Our air fryer is larger. It's 11.6 quarts. So it's larger than a lot of other air fryers on the market. And that's going to give people the ability to cook more with their air fryer. Now, I'm not opening it just yet. There is a surprise inside. I'm sorry, I'm happy to taste it in front. But we do have 2 racks that go in there. It allows you to make more food. You can have meat on one rack, veggies on another rack. So you can be doing an entire meal together right in one unit. And that's what I love about when Pampered Chef comes up with these products, is they really look at less is more. We're able to use less products to do more things. So when people say to me, I have enough space, one of the things I say, would you be willing to talk about what things in your house you wouldn't need anymore if you brought this one item into your home? So we talk about kind of like a trade-off. What can we take out of their home and replace with one item? And therefore they save space and they don't need any items. So size is huge. And I have mine in an area simply because I have so much other stuff under my cabinets, but it fits under just about any cabinet. Unless you have really super low cabinets, this has great clearance under your cabinets. So it's gonna fit. We've got people with RVs that bring these on their RVs, either because they don't have an oven or because this isn't going to heat their RV. Such a difference. We use this.
Can I interrupt and ask the person who has the phone number to please mute their phone because we keep losing video?
Okay, so we had this going and our full oven going this evening. And the difference between the lack of heat you get from this and the energy efficiency in this compared to an oven, whether you're in an RV, whether you're in a camper, whether you're in your kitchen, again, another great feature to this. But you know what? This isn't just an air fryer. We've got the air fry option. Baking. I haven't done it yet, but I've seen so many people using this to do baked goods in. How cool is that? Roasting. We've got our rotisserie, our reheat, and our dehydrate. And you've got the custom settings that you can use as well. So the versatility of this is really up there, and there's very little else on the market that can touch it. And I know I've seen other people comparing and contrasting, but here's the thing, folks. Don't sit there and compare ours directly to other air fryers on the market. Focus on what our features and benefits are when you're talking to others, when you're making posts, when you're sharing what you've done, or what you've seen other consultants do. That's okay too. There's things I won't make in my air fryer because we have food allergies in the house, and I won't put some of those in this particular air fryer. I do, I'm blessed I have a second one. Those will go in that one. But there's things that I take those ideas from other people and share them. And that's one of the cool things about being consultants is we can share those ideas with each other. You might not make one thing, I might make it. Use my testimonial to share with others the options that you have, all right? So let's take a sneak peek inside. And this just finished. So in case anybody hasn't seen it, we're gonna take a look at the rotisserie side of things. So we made, now first of all, the recipe calls for a 4-pound chicken. I have yet to find a 4-pound chicken in the stores. This is literally like 5.08 or something like that. So it does take more time. So you're going to want to have some sort of a thermometer, like your wonderful digital thermometer, to check the temperature, which we checked it just before we went live with this segment. You are going to want to use the food grade twine to make sure that you hold them together so that when he's turning, he will make clearance. Now, a couple features to think about, especially if you have not played with this yet, is to keep in mind that this rod that goes in there, and I'm going to tell you, I just totally spaced on the name of that rod that goes through the chicken. But whether it's this or your basket, when you put it in, there's a very key component you need to look at. When you put it in, it's going to slide into this spot right over here really easily, but you actually need to hear it kind of pop in. If it doesn't pop in, then it's not, the light goes off for energy saving reasons, it's not going to turn. So if you want your chicken to rotate, if you put that rod through, I had a cauliflower, I've seen people do roasted cauliflower, you want your basket to turn, you've got to make sure that piece pops into the side before you put it down on this side. Otherwise it will not rotate, okay? So that's super important. But the features with this, the drip tray, and here's my favorite feature. I'm not gonna lie, folks, I'm not always one to read directions, so I did complain at first and I got turned around, but I'm bring the camera right over here, right down here. See these 2 little buttons here? I'm telling you, there's other air fryers that don't do this. You can simply, I was making sure it wasn't too hot to do this. Look at that. They come right off. So when it comes to cleaning, this thing cleans up so nicely. Your door comes off. You have this little guard. Okay, that's still hot, so I'm not going to pull it out. But that little guard comes off so that it's protecting the coils right now so that you're not getting food splattering all over your coils. So there's just a ton of features that you have available to you. Sorry, my videographer is getting all spun around. That you have available to you for the air fryer. So again, make sure you go back to the resources that Pamper Chef has given you. Watch the videos, watch the training in Dash, and if you have an air fryer, use it. Now let's talk about having an air fryer real briefly. You have options. So many of you may have earned it for free back in, I believe it was November or December when we earned the cover product. Everyone has the option when you are an active consultant of purchasing this at 50% off through our samples. You also have the option in March of hosting your own party and choosing it at 60% off. If you're a brand new consultant who just signed in March, and another reason again why we should be sharing the opportunity during the month of March is brand new consultants have the opportunity to earn this absolutely free when they submit $12.50 in sales in their first 30 days. So there's so many different ways to go about having this in your home and then being able to demonstrate it live on your virtual parties, take it with you to shows if you choose to, or one of the things that I talked about with a few of our consultants was if they didn't have it or didn't want to take it to a live party, is to have some sort of access to pamperchef.com and go ahead and pull up a video to share a video, or go to YouTube and share a video, either on an iPad, or if your host has a way to hook to their TV, you could share a video that way. So again, you don't have to have it with you, but yes, this is one of those products that seeing is believing and will make a difference. One more tip when you are working on booking parties for the month of March or any month, when you're talking about the air fryer, and when you're talking about it as a host special, don't talk about it at that 50% off level or the 60% off level. Tell them what the final total is, because most of the time they're comparing themselves to other things on the market. So 60%, 50% doesn't always register. So let them know that you're looking at $139.50 or $111.50, I believe are the totals for 50% or 60%. Give them that amount. Make it valuable to them to know what that final amount is. And just have fun with it. This is going to be a game changer if you embrace and use what Pamper Chef has put in our hands.
Awesome, Christina. Thank you so much. That was great. So we've got some great chat going in the chat box. You know, somebody, Jenny said that she had anxiety and now she's overcome that, as well as Jamie Swanson said that she made a pork roast tonight. So with the rotisserie, so just get in there and just play with it. That's the best way that we can, what we can tell you about that. So Kim, I guess it's me. Okay. All right. All right. So you've already been doing what we asked, and that is, getting in there and just working with your products. But we want to just spend a minute on subscriptions. The bottom line is, you know what? If you haven't embraced the enrichables yet, you kind of need a little bit more information. Dash is where you want to go. You are leaving money on the table if you are not talking about the enrichables and the subscription option with that. So I'd love to get some chatter on the sharing spoon about enrichables. So please go ahead and share with us some of the things that you learn in Dash. Now we're going to spend the last part of our call talking about recruiting, because I think you can tell we're pretty excited about that $19.80 kit. It is an amazing, amazing opportunity that has been given to us by the home office. And we, Kim mentioned already our approach to every month. That means that, Pampered Chef gives you that opportunity to make money by doing parties, as well as also by adding team members. And Kim mentioned to you about the approach of doing 4 parties and adding 1 more team member. So whether you're looking for more fun money, you're looking for a way to support your household budget, or you have a really big financial goal, so many people that talk about they still have student loans. That is one of the biggest financial problems that we have here in the United States. So this is a great way, and the beauty of the Pampered Chef Career Plan is that the more people that you help, the more success you'll have. And you already heard that from Laura. Laura spoke from her heart. One of the things that she loves is about giving people that opportunity, but also how it helped her get out of her comfort zone. It wasn't something that she, was looking towards in the beginning. So, you know what, when you add, for every 4 you add 1 more person, that means that is 1 more life that you are enriching. So we want to really work on these areas, as well as, really slamming that 1980 promotion that we have this month. So the 4 and 1 is the way to go. You want to, of course, jump in March. And why is March a great time to join? Just go ahead and type it in the chat box. All right. Kim, can you go ahead and read some of them because I got my screen up?
Yeah, from the chat box.
Yep.
Let me pull it up. Everybody's saying, of course, 1980.
Right. Okay.
That's number 1 for sure. Air fryer, of course. 1980 was a great year. 60% off anything. All those reasons that we talked about before. But yeah, the air fryer. Everybody's saying the air fryer. They get that for free when they join.
Okay. All right. So if you have not, I think that Jamie Swanson posted in the Sharing Spoon, Sharon Zallen's video. It is a perfect overview of the promotion, but you also have to think about, what if Doris Christopher back on October 15th decided she wasn't going to do that first cooking show, that she was going to turn the car around and not jump in. All of our lives, all of the thousands of people in this company would have had a much different story to tell. So March is a great time to earn. Just think about, people are already thinking about summer vacation. You can earn cash, product rewards. Everybody loves Pampered Chef. So I want you to think about right now is take 1 minute, and I want you to write down the names of all the people that who would, first of all, the people that you would love to work with. So go ahead and write down 2 names of people you'd love to work with that are not in your team right now. All right, now go ahead and write down 2 names of people who could use some extra income. And they can't be the 2 names of people that you love to work with. We're building on a list here. Okay, next, 2 people who love Pampered Chef. Isn't it fun when you tell people you're a Pampered Chef consultant and they go, oh my gosh, I love Pampered Chef? Who are those last two people that just said that to you? Next two people who have thought about it, maybe people that you've had on your list, but didn't really take the leap. Okay, so what I want to put as your call to action is for you to reach out to those people in the next 24 hours. Why am I saying 24 hours? Because we have an exciting announcement that we've kind of teased you with it a little bit when we did the marketing for this event. But we want you to be ready for our recruiting blitz. And we also want you to be ready for the Wednesday night PC Your Way. It's going to be filled with a lot of enthusiasm. So we want to make sure that you get those people that are on your list in the PC Your Way. You know what? Since the kids build upon each other, you know, what's funny, I had my first person that joined, she said, well, I don't really want the 1980 kit, but I really want the air fryer. So can I get the deluxe kit and get the air fryer? Absolutely. You know, it's not just about the 1980 kit, and what's really cool about the kits is that the kits do build upon each other. So it's really easy to help those new consultants choose what's the right one for them. Dash is a win-win. It's, you know what, tell your new consultants just do, you know, the Dash training 1 through 10, and then you'll have your phone call with them and you're going to get them off to the new, to that great start. And then last, of course, the rewards. You know what? Rewards every step of the way besides getting paid. Those people that say that they joined because of the products, you know what? The fast track reward system works right to that type of person that's joined. All right, so let's talk about join the celebration. You know what? You can start your business for as low as $19.80. So this is what's in that quick start. It's basically paperwork and an apron. So you're not going to have any kidnappers with this. These are really people that want to start their business. They get the 90-day subscription, so it is perfect for those virtual consultants. They get the apron, they get the catalogs, they get Season's Best, they get opportunity brochures, they get to try the Enrichables, and of course, access to our training, as well as your support. So who should you share it with? First of all, the people that you have on your list. And we want to make it fun, so we have just jumped in and we are starting a recruiting blitz tonight, okay? So this is all about recruiting bingo. Who loves bingo? I know my personal team loves bingo, that's for sure. So we are really getting ready for a huge spring, summer selling season. So it is time to get those new consultants on board. So it is all about our hashtag Just Ask campaign. And we have a twist with it because we're going to do bingo style, and we have 2 ways to win. So you can see that you are going to just go ahead and work your bingo right here off of your bingo card. So each time you ask someone about the business opportunity, you're going to get a raffle entry into win our new, into our grand prize, okay? So what you're going to do is every time you have asked someone, you're going to do a screen share, okay? So go ahead and screen share, and you're going to put that into the sharing spoon. But you're also going to tag your director, because your director wants to keep track of this, okay? So this is how you're going to get a entry into the grand prize. But also, you're going to have bingo. So when you get a bingo, so you know, bingo, diagonal, across, you all know how to play bingo. When you get a bingo, you're going to post the bingo and the 5 supporting pictures and tag your director to receive some fun, happy mail. We're going to be, this is a recruiting blitz, so you're not in this alone. Every step of the way, we're going to be sharing words that you're going to use. We're going to have you start to work your list. right from now. So start making your list. Who are your current hosts? Who are your past hosts? Who are fun people that you want to work with? Who are your old leads that maybe needed a little bit more time? Someone maybe who is posting food pictures on Facebook all the time, and you're like, Lord, that person needs a job. You're going to be there to offer them the job, okay? So we're going to be posting this in the sharing spoon. It's probably posted already, but all the information is there for you so that you are going to be following our recruiting blitz and following recruiting bingo. And we are super excited about getting this launched for you. So every month when you recruit, you know that you're rewarded with Pampered Chef, right? So you get first of all, the difference of making, an impact on someone's life. You get overrides from your very first team member that you add from the home office. You get a recruiting bonus of 50 PC dollars. And of course, the 3,000 incentive trip points. And I know there's a lot of people on this call here that want to cruise with us. So, and here's your post. Here's your 5 ways to earn. You got to sell products, build the team. When you're a director, our new paid as requirements, director promotion points, and developing director. So it really is an exciting time. And if you are a little bit behind, March is the month to make up with recruiting points. Okay. All right. So any questions on that, please go ahead and type in the chat box or reach out to your director. I know that we had so much information tonight that we're a little over time, but I want to make sure that you remember that save the date for National Conference 20. Registration opens March 23rd. So you'll want to make sure that you jump onto that because you want to get that early registration cost of $249. So look for more information on the National Conference. The website will be launched with registration. So in the meantime, make sure that you are thinking of ways that you can save to join us at National Conference, because with our 40-year anniversary, you are not going to miss this event. And we're back downtown, which we all love. So you can do it in March. We're going to go ahead and post this in the sharing spoon so that you can share your goals with the director. So Kim, let you wrap this up.
All right. Well, hey, there you have it. Definitely come to conference. Let us know. But here you go. We all have the skills, and then you've got the support you need. Your directors, we're all here for you. And I'm just excited to see what March is going to bring for all of us. I can't wait to see how many bookings we get. I can't wait to see how many new team members we get. And I'm just excited. So thank you guys for joining us tonight.
Exciting. So set your recruiting goals. We recruited last March 181. And I really feel like this March, we can recruit at least 281. So please go ahead in the sharing spoon, jump into the recruiting blitz with both feet. And we are just so honored to be your leaders. You guys have a great evening, a great March, and stay in touch. Take care.